Hi everyone, in this video I will be discussing how much relationship evidence you need to submit to USCIS to prove that you have a real relationship. And we know this is a topic of great interest to a lot of people, so if that's something that's of interest to you, please stay tuned. I will be going through a lot of details regarding relationship evidence and how much exactly needs to be submitted. But before we jump into that, I'd like to introduce myself and the firm if you're new to our channel. I'm attorney Megan Pastrana from Corrado Pastrana, the immigration firm for couples. Our law firm is dedicated exclusively to assisting couples through the immigration process. We've helped hundreds and hundreds of couples successfully navigate the labyrinth that is immigration. And so our YouTube channel, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so and hit the alerts button. We post weekly updates about what's going on in the world of immigration and also tips and facts about the immigration process in general. We also have a Facebook group dedicated to providing individuals going through the process, specifically couples going through the immigration process, with additional support. Our immigration Facebook group is Immigration for Couples. And the link is below, so you can join our Facebook group as well. So let's go ahead and jump into relationship evidence. So if you are already in an immigration process, or if you're looking to start an immigration process, you know one of the big things that you have to prove, that you have to do with your immigration case, is show immigration that you have something called a bona fide relationship or a bona fide marriage. And so that is just a fancy way of, it's a legal jargon to say that you have to show immigration that you have a relationship that is based on love and not just for the purpose of receiving an immigration benefit. So a good faith relationship, or if you're married, a good faith marriage. And so to prove your relationship, you of course have to have, if you're already married and going through a marriage-based process, you'd have to have your marriage license, but you also have to have additional evidence to show your relationship. And if you're going through a fiancé visa process, you're going through the process to get your fiancé visa to be able to get married, and you'll be showing immigration also that you have a real relationship. So a question that we receive a lot, and we know that it's a question that probably crosses everyone's mind who is going through a couple-based immigration case, is how much evidence do I need to submit? And so there's a lot of rumors or a lot of myths that it's best to submit a ton, as much relationship evidence as possible. But while there isn't an exact amount of relationship evidence or exhibits that you need to provide, there is such a thing as an over-submission and an under-submission. And so I'd like to talk about what those two things are. Immigration wants to see through your evidence that you have a real relationship. So too little evidence, if you only submit a few things, a few photos and a statement from a friend or a family member, that's likely not going to be enough, and you're going to receive a request for evidence and delays in your case. And so immigration has certain red flags that they look for, and an over-submission and an under-submission are some of those red flags. And so an under-submission would be, like I said, only submitting a few photos and maybe a statement or two from friends or family. That would be an under-submission. That would not be enough evidence to prove your relationship. And there is such a thing as an over-submission, which means you submit so much evidence, photos and statements and bills and hundreds of pages of evidence, that it reaches a level of an over-submission. And it seems logical that if you submit a ton of evidence that your application would be approved, but that's not necessarily the case. Immigration sees it as a red flag if you submit tons of evidence, because it looks like you're trying to compensate for something. And so there's a sweet spot in completing an immigration case in the middle between an over-submission and an under-submission, where you have enough evidence to prove your relationship without overdoing it or underdoing it. And so there's no set amount of evidence that you need to submit. our firm helps clients to really navigate what is that sweet spot. Every relationship is different and unique, and that's why we love working with couples. We love learning how you met and your journey of love and your plans for the future. And so because every relationship is different, every immigration case will be different in terms of what evidence needs to be submitted.